The two biggest things that I hear from people that are an issue with trying to start a healthy lifestyle are schedule and accountability. We talk about schedule first. Everyone's busy. I don't care who you are. Everyone, either you have a job, you have family, you have obligations, community things you have to do, ball games for the kids. Everyone's busy. Now, this is an easy fix if you just sit down and work some things out. Now, let me explain what I mean by that. You have to find time in the day. I have to write it down. I have a whiteboard in my house that I write things on and I look at every day that keeps me on track with things. Some people can get up and do morning things. Some people have time in the afternoon. Some people can find a little bit of time for scheduling and things on your lunch break. A lot of people get an hour lunch. Depends on what job you have. And I mean, I get 30 minutes off for lunch. It literally takes me 10 minutes to eat my lunch. And then I have 20 minutes. Should I just sit around and look through social media? I choose not to do that. Sometimes I do because I have to do research for this channel and for other things I do. That's one thing. You have to figure out what time of the day, each day, do I have to set aside 20, 30 minutes to just start walking every day. You'll be amazed at just walking. Man, your body is made to move. It wants to move. If you're like me, I mean, I went, oh my goodness, 3-4 years there. I didn't do anything. Man, I didn't do nothing. And I noticed it in my body. I noticed it the way I felt. I noticed it in my energy level. It went way down. You just start moving, start walking. You will be surprised how much more energy you're going to have, how much better you're going to feel. That's one thing, scheduling. Like right now, on my days off, most of the time I don't do anything physical. I don't do a workout. I don't do cardio. Couple reasons, because I work a lot and my days off are very precious to me. I value them. And on my days off, I have to go do things like pay bills, clean the house, things that I don't do because I don't get home till like 8 o'clock at night most nights. And when I get home, I don't have really the energy or the want to do those things. So basically 5 days a week is I do some type of cardio, some type of a little 15-20 minute workout session, very, very light weights, or sometimes I even just use cables. And I'm going to do some videos on that to show you what I'm talking about. But it has to be planned. For me, if it's not planned, it doesn't get done. That's just me personally. I'm sure some of you are the same way. If I don't plan it, I don't write it down on my board, it doesn't get done. Maybe it's just me, but that's the way it is. The other big thing I hear is accountability. Now let me explain the accountability. Let's say, okay, I'm going to start meal prepping my food every day to take at work or school or whatever it is. But if you don't do it, the only person that knows that you didn't do it is you. So you're like, oh, okay, I just don't feel like doing it. But with accountability, if you find something or someone that will hold you accountable, you tend to get things done. And I'm a personal trainer for many years, but however, if you lie to the person you're holding accountable to, you're just lying to yourself. It's not doing you any good whatsoever. You know you're lying to yourself. But a good person, a coach, whatever it might be, understands. You're going to mess up every now and then. You're going to miss. You have to be understanding. Hey, okay, here's what we're going to do tomorrow. We're going to get back on track. We're going to do blank, blank, and blank. And then that person's going to hold you accountable for that. You can get results that way. If you, consistency is the key, one of the keys to living a healthy lifestyle. Constantly meal prepping, eating the right foods, constantly doing some type of cardio, constantly in the mindset of health, fitness, wellness, doing the right things for your body. And is it easy? No, no, it's not. If it's easy, everyone would look great. Well, everyone doesn't look great, and everyone doesn't feel good, and everyone doesn't have energy. These are two of the main reasons that that's so. You need to find a coach. You need to find some kind of a program, something that you are held accountable to, and something that you can't lie about or lie to. Because if you do, you're going to miss a 30-minute walk. You're going to miss it again. You're going to miss it. After about the third time, you've forgotten about it and you're done. So those are the two most important things, I think, of getting started to living a healthy lifestyle. Let me go back to schedule real quick. You know, you've seen videos about meal prep. I believe in it, but I live by myself. So my meal prep is just for me. And I figured out a system that works for me. It's not that hard. It literally depends on what I'm cooking. It takes me 30 minutes maybe. So it's not that hard. And I usually only do meal prep for 2 to 3 days in advance. You know, I don't like eating the same thing for a whole week. I like change in my life. I like changing things up. So that's the two things. If you can get started on those, if you need help with any of the stuff, send me an email, holler at me, send me a DM, whatever, and I will help you out, I promise. How many of you have said, okay, I'm going to start taking my lunch to work, but you never really do it, or you don't really know how to do it? I hear that quite often. And let's think about it. If you eat out lunch 5 days a week and $10 a meal, that's $50 a week times 4. That's $200 a month that you are spending just on lunch, just for lunch. And if you knew how, or you actually did take the time and knew how the ways to do it, to meal prep, be half that, easily half that. Plus, you're eating healthy, nutritious foods. I'm going to do more videos on that, and it's going to be, and a lot of the stuff I do, inexpensive, very nutritious, and pretty quick to prepare. Like I've said earlier, I only meal prep 2 or 3 days, and then I do it again. But it doesn't take me long because I have a system now. And if you want, I will start doing videos on how to do that. Not really cooking videos. There'll be some cooking in there, but just like how to, oh, we got a glare coming through. How to prepare food. And there's a lot of little tricks to it. I've been doing it for many, many, many years. Taught a lot of people how to do it. And they were very happy with that, very successful. You start eating more nutritious, you will start feeling better. 100%. Get a bunch of those anti-inflammatory, inflammatory foods out of your system. You're going to end up having more energy. Plus, if we conquer that, we're successful at that, then we can always throw in a 20-minute walk per day. Get it in a schedule. Get it every day at this time. I'm doing my walk. I do understand things will come up ever so often, but you cannot let things come up and make that as an excuse of, well, I'm not going to do it today because I probably need to go do blank. That's the reason I said earlier, accountability is a huge part of living a healthy lifestyle. Being accountable to something or someone. Someone works better for most people that I've dealt with. I've done personal training for over 15 years. And once, and I'm not saying it has to be me, I'm a coach, a very, very good friend that's going to be honest with you is going to hold you accountable. Because, like I said, if you, okay, I did not take my food, what am I going to do? You go to McDonald's. We all know that food is not good for you. It is not healthy. We all know that. And ever so often, once a month, will you maybe have to do that? Absolutely. Absolutely. So we'll see how that goes.